Hey guys, it's me, Shadow the Hedgehog on the PSP.
Hey yo, what's poppin', my boys? It's your boy, you know me. It's your boy, Jordo the Gordo. Hey guys, so today we're back here with, the typical gameplay casual video. I wanted to today do a little bit of some Mario Odyssey for you guys because one little thing that you guys may or may not know. Yeah, one little thing you guys may or may not know regarding this channel is that I did one video on Mario Odyssey like 2 or 3 years ago. Probably not long after Me Channel Corruptions, and then I just never continued the playthrough. So, listen, due to my new style of videos, with me being as casual as I am now, I don't want to make any guarantees that I'm going to be, like, finishing this game, right? I don't want to ever push myself to do that, but I do want to genuinely try and play through this game again, because the thing about Mario Odyssey is that I've had this game since December of 2017, right? One little fact about this game, for me, is that it is actually the only physical Switch game I own. Which might sound strange. You're like, what the frick, dude? Why you only own digital games? And my explanation for that is I just feel like digital games are easier to keep up with. Now, of course, I know of the cons. You don't have to remind me. The cons such as, hey, listen, uses more space on your SD card, your Switch's internal storage. I get that. But I don't know, man. I just feel like as long as I got my SD cards, which SD cards, like, nowadays, they're not like terribly expensive if I'm being real. So, like, I don't feel like it's that bad. But Mario Odyssey is the one exception to Switch games being digital. Again, I own this game physically. It is in my cartridge right now. And I have not, honestly, played this game. This was one of those games where I played through it, and then I just never picked it back up. And the really sad part about it is that this game is amazing. I am never going to deny that. This game is a phenomenal game. And I'm genuinely kind of upset that I just kind of stopped playing it, if I'm going to be real with you. This game's general concept to me is just, it's so good, dude. It is so freaking good. And I feel like the speedrunning community of this game is also, I feel like, a pretty interesting phenomenon overall. Because, like, dude, the tech in this game. Now, when I say tech, listen, I'm not talking about, like, pulling out BLJs and everything like it's Mario 64. But, oh, man, the stuff you can do with, like, Cappy's hat and everything, like, dog is so good. It's so good. And I have a very big love for this game. I've just never, again, it's really one of those games that, like, for me at least, you play through it once, and it's not something, you do one big save file of it, and then you're done. Right? This game has a lot of content to offer, but once you've exceeded that content that the game offers you, there's not much you can do, right? And for some people, it might be more easily replayable. I get that, 100%. For me, this game wasn't really that, and honestly, that's not a bad thing. That doesn't, in my mind, that doesn't equal a bad game. That just means, for me, it's just how I personally feel about a lot of games. Because you guys know anything about me, right? If you guys know anything about me, I am a sucker for roguelike games, right? Roguelikes are my stuff, man. That's why, I don't know if I've brought it up on this channel, but I have a really big appreciation for, because for Christmas, right? For Christmas, I got, Hades, right? I got Hades for Christmas. And the game is just an absolute gem, dude. And I feel like for someone like myself, who just has such a deep love for anything like roguelikes, it is so cool. And recently, another little funny little story. So your boy, all right, your boy Jordo Gordo got himself a gamer English teacher, right? My English teacher that I currently have is just an absolute gamer all around. And he recently got Hades as well. And I'm like, okay. Like, he was telling us the first week we got back from winter break, like, ayo, dog, I got Hades. And I was like, okay, hold up, my man. But yeah, no, it was really cool. He's a great guy. Okay, listen, I don't know if he's ever gonna watch any of my videos. I will say, due to the fact that he is an English 4 teacher, and due to reasons of like having to do senior exit interviews, due to I feel like my entire English 4 class, right, has been surrounded around just preparing myself for the future, which has been really interesting because, again, it's like we had to do this thing where it was like, what do you do as like a job? Because we also had to like write a resume, and resumes are a bit weird for me because they're always kind of that weird thing that I almost feel embarrassed about the idea of like writing. Does that make any sense? I feel really embarrassed about the idea of sharing some sense of a resume, simply because my job experience, again, as a 17-year-old, senior in high school, my only job experience here is YouTube, right? I will just come out and outright say it. With the status of what I do and what I guess earn here on YouTube, and again, I'm not gonna like leak my earnings or anything like that, but it's a job for me, right? Like, not something that could be full-time, but for a high schooler, it is definitely something that is considerable. And so like I've mainly just been doing it as much as I have because, like, you guys know, right? Like, if I can do something like what I do here on YouTube, that, like, as a job, I feel like that'd be pretty cool. And again, if you asked me that, like, maybe sometime a little before mid last year, I would definitely not be in as much of an agreement with that statement. But, like, especially now where I'm in such a state of just enjoying what I do, right? Enjoying just making these types of videos where I just chat and casually play video games. Like, dog, I feel like I'm just chilling right now, Like, this is the thing I kind of want to do, and, like, I don't even mind if I really have to, like... I feel like one of the biggest worries I have is that I don't want this to sound like it's a freaking therapy session mid Mario Odyssey playthrough, but, like, I feel like in general, I don't want to seem like I'm just some weird basement dweller who's just like, I want to do YouTube. It's like I've taken into consideration if YouTube is something that could actually be in, the things for me. And, like, I guess I'm a bit more optimistic about it simply because of the success I've had with some of the videos that, you guys have known, and obviously with the following that we've grown this community. And I less want to do it for the sense of looking at it like a job and being like, I really want to make it a job. It's because I really just want to see what, this community can really grow into. Because, like, I feel like the community we all have is really just, it's special, man. And, like, I feel like with what I've always set out my life goals to be, per se, being that my life goals are kind of, how am I missing, like, being that my life goals are kind of, like, centered around this whole idea of being able to spread mental health awareness. And I feel like this, really, no matter what your life goal is, I feel like YouTube is always kind of a pretty decent place to express it. Now, again, I don't feel like this is the case for all things, but I feel like in a lot of cases, YouTube's a pretty good place to express your passion for certain topics. Again, for me, it's mental health awareness, and you guys know I'm very passionate about that. And one of the biggest things that I did for a while was I really just tied myself a lot to the idea that I had to be I had to be a therapist specifically. Like, I had to have this college experience, and I don't know, man. It's weird. So probably be the segment where the first episode ends. I don't know. Editing, Jordan, what are you gonna do? I am gonna sing you a song.
Oh, say can you see?